Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, I'm doing this video in my home county of Kirinyaga. And so if you are a businessman or woman who is thinking of a place where you can invest and get your money return on investment, this is the place to be. The rate of urbanization is quite good. Then you can also put your money in agriculture, in the hotel industry. Those are places where you will not get disappointed. The soil is there. The climate is conducive for a variety of crop farming, and therefore you will not be discouraged. Over to the matters that have made me to record this video is about the events that took place yesterday. The visit by the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, and I picked some few issues from his speech and that of the leaders who accompanied him, and I wanted we take a deep analysis on the impact of yesterday's event to the future politics and what it means to the people of the mountain. Now, these issues, to understand well what these issues are about, I want us to divide them into two categories. We have objective issues that were raised yesterday and which should concern us as the people from the mountain, and then we have the subjective issues that were also raised and which we must come out strongly and clearly to condemn them as the people from the mountain. Now, I'll start with the subjective issues so that we get done away with as fast as possible. You heard the Deputy President referring to the enmity and the differences that ensued between him, I think the president, the current president, His Excellency William Ruto, and the third president, Uhuru Kenyatta. And he said that the reason why we betrayed the former president is due to his handshake between him and the former Prime Minister, Raila. And I think that is something which should not concern us. Our concern is not there, because whatever happened, by all means and standards, President Uhuru was able to deliver most, if not all, of his promises to the people of the mountain. The level of infrastructure, speaks for itself, and therefore we do not need to understand to be told what happened between them. Let them sort out their issues as elitists. Those are matters which should not bother us at all. Now, he also hinted about the struggles within the president inner circle and his office. And again, those are matters which do not concern us, because the deputy president himself is on record saying that they did not sit down. President Uhuru is a gentleman, yeye ni muungwana, and therefore there was no need absolutely to have a memorandum of understanding and how they are going to work together once they get into power. So let the deputy president swallow what he chewed. Then also the issue of helicopter was mentioned, that he is not being allowed to use the state-owned aircrafts. And again, these are matters between gentlemen. So let them sort out their issues. Over to the matters that, objective matters that concern us as the people of the mountain. And these are three matters only which I would like to spend the rest of this video trying to highlight them. Number one is the public finance bill that will be passed by the National Assembly starting this next week. The public finance bill has within it new taxes, and these taxes are going to kill the business the business environment and the businessmen and women. And you know that is where we come in. Remove business from the people of the mountain are not there. And therefore we need to hear the deputy president come out strongly and state his position on matters of the public finance bill, and uses the power of his influence to direct the members of parliament to vote against that bill. That bill is not good for our country. That bill is not good for our region. That bill is not good for our business. And therefore, if the deputy president indeed is serious about transforming the lives of the people from the mountain and leaving a legacy or earning a place that can take him to the president position in future, let him address that matter. Now, the second one is on the one man, one vote, one shilling. The reason as to why gradually the people of the mountain are becoming marginalized, the insecurity and crime has gotten high, the reason as to why the unemployment is high, so many desperate young people, the deplorable condition of our schools, particularly the primary schools, they are quite dilapidated, and also the condition of so many young people who are unable to to stand on their own feet even after they have undergone schooling. It is based on that mantra of the one shilling, one vote, and one man, one vote, one shilling agenda. So we want him to continue along that route. We have already, even us who are in the opposition, expressed our support for him, and therefore we want him to keep on pushing for that, so that we can get some equality in terms of how the resources and the revenue of our country is being allocated. So the last objective point that our deputy president should address is on the value addition in our agriculture, and of course the minimum guaranteed returns. You saw recently last week when the coffee payouts were released after they were withheld for more than a month. Most of the farmers were not satisfied, and that is why you saw farmers in Mutira Farmers Cooperative Society going into the streets. Other protests, I understand, are being organized for the Kabare Farmers Cooperative Society, and in more so those factories that were not able to get 100 as a payout. So I was saying that there are two factories also which have had less than 100. I think one is Kadata, the other one is Mukengeria, if I'm not wrong. Those are the issues the deputy president needs to address. Sorry for interruption. I'm saying that the issues of Mukengeria, Kadata factories where they had a payout of less than 100, those are the areas that the deputy president must address, because it could be possible that some of these cartels are within the factory level and not in Nairobi as we are made to believe. So let us understand, or be made to understand, why some factories are getting less than 100, and yet these farmers did their part and entrusted the rest of the process to the management and officials of the factories. Then on the matters of infrastructure, remember there is the economic activities and growth. So we need to have more infrastructure going on, because the current government is borrowing a lot of money. So those are the objective issues which, to me, the deputy president needs to address.